Several new polls out this week give us a clearer picture of what Georgia voters are thinking today as we're now almost 100 days away from Election Day. Joining me now is NBC political director Chuck Todd, who's also the moderator of Meet the Press. And Chuck, we released our own poll, which shows Governor Kemp up 1 point on Stacey Abrams and Senator Warnock with a 9-point lead on Herschel Walker. Now, we know there are undecideds in each race. What do you think will sway those undecided voters in the next few months? And is it going to be all economy or something else?
You know, first of all, it's fascinating that we're starting to see a pattern here. You know, the leads may be slightly different, but I believe this is the 5th or 6th poll in a row since the primary that has shown Warnock ahead and Kemp ahead. So that tells you there is some split ticket voters, right, in some form. And I think part of that is probably has to do with Governor Kemp being able to distance himself from Donald Trump. I think if Governor Kemp ends up winning re-election, he's going to be able to credit Donald Trump targeting him, because I think it made him more appealing to the independent voter in the Atlanta suburbs. They didn't like Donald Trump, and certainly made that known back in 2020. When I look at the governor's race, I always ask myself, all right, go through the scenarios. If Stacey Abrams wins, then it means the abortion issue was able to cut into the issues having to do with economy, safety, and schools. If she doesn't win, then I think I go back to what I said before. It means Governor Kemp, I think, was able to not have the stain of Trump on him in some ways, and that turned out to be quite helpful to him. And, you know, it's where he's able to sort of deflect any of the economic issues from him onto Biden. But I do think Stacey Abrams' path to victory is going to go through the abortion issue. If she's able to effectively litigate it against him and make it more of an issue, because I think the legislation they're considering and what the law is to the right of where the Georgia public is. So can she galvanize that issue? I think in the Senate race, you know, this is a case where Herschel Walker's got to change a lot of things up, and I don't know whether that, or he has to hope that Raphael Warnock makes a mistake that we don't know, or something comes up about him that none of us know about and can even ponder right now. I think his lead feels a lot more durable than certainly Kemp's, but you are seeing a pattern here where both incumbents appear to be the slight favorites.
You mentioned Herschel Walker. He says he wants to, and he says he will, but can he win without debating Senator Warnock?
You know, I actually think he cannot, because he has made this debate such a big deal. You know, when you litigate the debate over the debates, you end up raising the issue to the point of, if he doesn't do it, he's going to look like he's afraid. So I imagine he's going to do one somewhere. The only good news for Herschel Walker is the expectations are below the floor, right? You know, if he doesn't drool on himself, he may have an opportunity to look okay. But I have to tell you, I think they've put themselves in a box here. I think they'd prefer him not debating. But at this point, you're down anywhere from 5 to 10 points. You're not going to win going about the campaign the way he's going about it. If they're going to win, they're going to have to change who he is, change the caricature. And right now, he looks like a candidate afraid to answer questions in non-friendly environments. So I don't think he can win without risking a debate.
And if he does debate, it'll be something that we're watching not just here in Georgia, but across the nation as well. Chuck, thank you. Remember, Meet the Press airs Sunday morning at 10 right here on 11 Alive.